All right, let's go to the singles. Part of the
Yeah.
Band by the 1975. It's a song. No, the 1975 have done a couple little collaborations here or there, especially Matty Healy, but especially since their last album, Notes in a Conditional Form, they've been fairly quiet, in my
Mhm.
opinion, thankfully. Not because I think they're bad, because I think they are in one of those great band situations we've talked about on this storied
Mhm.
podcast where you just need to take a break. You're throwing a lot of things out there. You need to take a breath, focus, and then come back with a really good, strong hit at a record because 1975 are really good. They have a lot of raw talent. It's just waiting for it to be refined. And you really cannot judge a 1975 album or any album, but especially not a 1975 album off of one single. But this is a really damn good single.
Yeah, it's a nice little pivot from them because going from a brief inquiry in 2018 and no sonic conditional form in 2020, they've slowly been developing their sound over and over. Like they've really started to define what they sound like. As we always say, is, oh, this sounds Radioheady, this sounds Gorillaz-y, so on and so forth. We have this sounds like the 1975. Like this is a particular sound that they like and enjoy. But even with this single part of the band, it's very different. It's more like this lots of strain arrangement. Like it's stripped back compared to a lot of electronics and stuff that they used in Notes in a Conditional Form. So I'm glad that they are like not just continuing on within that and just stripped it back, starting to explore more of what they can do with as just themselves as musicians and what they can do with playing wise. And yeah, it grew on me. At the first listen, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, but it was kind of cool. And yeah, they have a album that'll come out in October. They already put the track list, and it's not a double album, Dan, so we don't have to yell at Maddie this time. So at least there's that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hmm.
We do enjoy that. I think it's going to have another, moderately long name for the 1975, being funny in a
Oh
foreign
yeah,
language, right?
there you go. The new album by the 1975.
I think the 1975 are going to crown that old running joke from our friendship slash
They
early
are.
episodes of Audioface. Yeah,
They
where we just
are. They're
add,
because random stuff and say the new album by Radiohead. It's now the new album by the 1975.
we can live with that. Next is Hard to Let Go by Midnight Trust, an indie outfit
Mhm.
that really caught our attention last year with
Yep.
some really good tracks that we liked. Now we have this, which is kind of that synth groove funk side of indie, of like older indie that I really like. It's been
Yeah.
touched on a little bit more lately, but I think this touches back on like artists like Homeshake, I think, that really hold it down for
Uh,
this type of
yeah.
indie that I used to enjoy at least a period of long ago. I'm not sure what to make of this, whether this is a runoff or part of like a larger project, but I like Midnight Trust. I think they're really solid.
I liked it. I thought it had a lot of like jazz inspirations and stuff too within the track. So, um, as we said earlier, it's hard to judge a track just based off of record, and same goes to 1975. Um, I actually like it from
Or a
Midnight
record
Trust.
based off a
So
track.
yeah, sorry.
I
Um,
do the same thing. I trust me, I edit it.
yeah.
I didn't like, god damn, I really just like mix up my words all the time. But no, yeah. Anyways, here's you were saying.
And I like it. It's with the I like the sound of indie. I like to hear more and more people try to explore with it and everything too. So I'm very interested to see what project they're released because I believe they had a album out last year. So it'll be cool if they have one out this year. If not, then it's fine. Take your time, as so on. But I do like the single. I think it's good. Step in the right direction for them.
Agreed. And lastly, we have Survivor's Guilt by Joey Badass. Joey Badass is supposed to be releasing an album sometime soon. I am not
Yeah.
going to do my like jinxing thing of saying when it's going to happen because it's supposed to be sometime later this month in July. It was supposed to come out last month, but there were some sample clearing issues, so apparently it's been taking a minute. But we have a song here called Survivor's Guilt, and the album's going to be called 2000. And the song is, I guess 2022 is the year of rappers opening up about their mental health. The song is about their Joey Badass's friend who he worked with, kind of came up with, and I think his name was Steezy, and it really kind of goes into his emotions about wishing he was more there for him before this artist, I have to be really careful with algorithms now, I guess deleted himself when he was on,
He went home and rethink his life.
yeah, he
Rethought
rethought,
about life.
yeah, he went home and rethought his life a little bit too hard. And unfortunately, like Joey Badass is like, this is the first time I've really felt like I could talk about this because I've been able to put it into something that is, um, I've been able to put it into a song. I've been able to process these feelings and work it out. I can't. I don't know. Again, it's hard to tell an entire album off of one thing, and this seems to be airing out some personal drama with Steve's family, that you can kind of go into. Apparently, there were some issues between an fundraiser event that was being held in honor of Steez and Steez's family, who felt like he wasn't being honored in the right way. So there's some back and forth
Mhm.
there. But I'm happy that he's sort of expressing his feelings in this way. I'm interested. The flow is totally fine. I'm interested to see what
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Joey Bass is coming out with later on.
Yeah, I like it. The only thing was it's kind of long for a single, but if you're having sample clearing issues and stuff, I can understand why you have to like put this track out for now. But I thought it was pretty decent. So I'm interested to hear what the whole project sounds like.
Absolutely. So, with that, before we head into our albums, make sure you check out the new Power Report episode with Bam and I talking about the January 6 hearings. Make sure you get your Syndicate 23 membership right now, syndicate23.co, syndicate23.co. We have a bunch of members content that we are pumping out here and doing for you. And we're actually going to do a little bit of tease of the stuff we do in members content now. Just a little bit of fun for y'all. And so make sure you hit up syndicate23.co to do all that stuff. Join.syndicate23.co is an even faster link. And Audioface is now taking advertising. Info at syndicate23.co if you want to get
Well,
joining on that. Like we said, we have the Untitled 2022 AF playlist link in the description. And you make sure you're subscribed to us on any podcast app you're listening to or YouTube, youtube.com/audiofacepod, because this is going to be a hell of a year in music. This is going to be a hell of a year in dumbass funny awards. And so,
oh yeah.
yeah, we're going to have a fun time.